With this video today, we're going to start a series that does a deep exploration of anxiety. Because I think challenges with anxiety are so common and they're so impactful on people's day-to-day lives that I'm hopeful that this series will help people better understand anxiety and how to manage its symptoms to help lead a more peaceful and fulfilling life. In this video specifically, we'll be looking at the different types of anxiety disorders to hopefully help you better understand the various ways that anxiety can manifest itself in our lives. Welcome back to the Daily Dose. I'm Dr. Lance Garrison. I'm a psychologist with a background in health psychology and behavioral medicine, and I'm dean for the College of Professional Psychology at the Chicago School. The Daily Dose is my attempt to share insights into the way that we think and the way that we feel, and strategies for how to manage our thinking and feeling to, in some small way, begin to create a better life for ourselves. So thank you so much for joining me. I want to start by emphasizing that anxiety is a normal human emotion. Everyone experiences it from time to time. Some of us more than others, but for most of us, some level of anxiety is just kind of part of life. In fact, without a little anxiety, it can be hard for us to get motivated enough to do the things that we need to get done, or to even perform at the level that we're capable of performing. But when anxiety becomes excessive, when it's persistent, and when it significantly interferes with our daily life, that's when anxiety moves over to the classification of a disorder. So some questions you might ask yourself are, do my feelings of anxiety keep me from doing the things that I need to do or want to do? Does my anxiety have a negative impact on my social relationships? Does my anxiety create problems for me at work? And if the answer is yes to one or more of those, it's possible you may have an anxiety disorder. And there are several different kinds of anxiety disorders. Each one of them has its own unique set of symptoms and characteristics. So let's take a little time to go over these broad categories of the types of anxiety disorders that people can have. And we'll start with generalized anxiety disorder. People with generalized anxiety disorder experience chronic, excessive worry about everyday matters, things such as work, family, health, or finances. And because of that excessive worry, they find it difficult to control. And along with that, they often experience physical symptoms like restlessness, fatigue, muscle tension, or even difficulty sleeping. Next, we have panic disorder. And what panic disorder is it's characterized by a recurrent, unexpected panic attacks. And panic attacks are episodes of intense fear that are accompanied by physical symptoms such as a rapid heartbeat or sweating or trembling or shortness of breath. And people with panic disorder live in fear of having another panic attack. And because of that, they may avoid situations that they believe could trigger another panic attack. Social anxiety disorder is also known as social phobia and is a common type of anxiety disorder. People with social anxiety often have an intense fear of social situations. They worry about being judged or embarrassed or rejected by other people. And the fear can be so severe that it interferes with their ability to go to work or school or even form personal relationships. Specific phobias are intense, irrational fears of specific objects or situations. Things like heights, animals, flying. And people with simple phobias often go to great lengths to avoid the feared object or situation, and may experience panic attacks when they're confronted with the thing that they fear. And finally, we have obsessive-compulsive disorder, or OCD. People with OCD experience recurrent, unwanted thoughts, images, or impulses that we call obsessions, and those obsessions cause distress or anxiety. So to cope with the obsessions, people with OCD may engage in repetitive behaviors or mental acts known as compulsions. And they do that to try to alleviate the anxiety they're experiencing. It's really, really important to remember that anxiety disorders are treatable conditions. So if you or someone you know is struggling with anxiety, please do not hesitate to reach out to a clinical psychologist or another qualified mental health professional for help. Because with the right treatment plan, which could include psychotherapy, medication, or a combination of the two, it is possible to manage anxiety and to lead a fulfilling life. As always, thanks so much for watching the video. And before you go, if you found this content helpful, please don't forget to like, drop in a comment below, share this with someone who you think could benefit from it, and subscribe. So stay tuned for more videos in the series where we'll be exploring all sorts of aspects of anxiety and its treatment. Until next time, take care.